So here we are again at another point in the Abbey's life, making a big decision and going forward. So, we've realized living here now that the dining room and the kitchen are way too small, and any of you who have come for retreats or sharing the Dharma Day know this very well, that the dining room is just jammed when we have a lot of people here. The kitchen's way too small. We're running out of rooms for guests when they come for retreats. And so we're taking the big step of building another building, which we called Chenrezig Hall. And the reason we called it Chenrezig Hall is because this is going to be the first building that you see when you come up to the Abbey property, and when you're a guest, the place where you go in. So it'll really be the welcoming center for everybody who visits. So it's very much, it's a building for, of course, the community, but also for the guests who come here. And so we thought, with Chenrezig's 1,000 arms and 11 heads, then we will welcome everybody, with compassion as they come to the Abbey. So it's going to be a big building, so we can have a big dining room. You won't feel squished, and a big kitchen, and there will be a media room and a chapel, laundry, of course, and a workroom. And there will be room for men and room for women in totally opposite wings of the building, and a lot of storage space. So it's going to be quite an important building. There will also be a multi-purpose room and our temporary library. The ultimate library will be when we build the temple, but the temple is still some years away. So this will be a temporary library for us. But it'll give us a lot more room, because right now, the offices, one of the offices, there's 6 people working in one small office. Yeah, you guys have done very well. You're not killing each other. But it's difficult with that many people, and some talking and some trying to be quiet. And yeah, so this will give us a whole lot more space to be able to, practice the Dharma and spread the Dharma and welcome people to come and join in Dharma practice with us. So we've been working with the same architect who designed Gotami House, Tim Wilson, who is a gem, and we feel very pleased to have found him because he really listens well. So we've come up with a beautiful design. You can't see it very well here, but it'll be on the website. And it's very beautiful. Tim spent a lot of hours, and so have we, kind of tweaking it and changing it and doing things. And then we've also been interviewing possible contractors. And so at the end of a series of interviews of different contractors, we selected one, George Weaver, who is somebody who lives local and who comes very well recommended by other people that we've worked with who we respect. And we've really noticed that in the whole process of George making the bid, he's really been proactive in learning things and finding things out. And we feel very good. He's somebody with a sense of responsibility towards his clients. And when I talked to him today, he said, "Thank you for trusting me to build the building." Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't say, "Thank you for giving me a job, I want the money." He said, "Thank you for trusting me to build the building." So that, somebody with that kind of integrity, it feels very good, And then we've also seen places that he's built, and they've been very, very nicely done. He really pays a lot of attention to details. So we feel quite good about both the architect and the builder. So, what I'm going to do is sign the finished plan for the, this is the preliminary design for the building. After this, Tim is going to go back and do all the construction documents. And then I'll sign the proposal for George. And in the meantime, we are hoping to be able to, we will start as soon as possible. We're hoping that that will be sometime in August. We may not get the building permit until early September, but there's a lot of things you can do, you know, in terms of excavation and preparation before you get the building permit. So we're going to really try and move this along as fast as we can, because we're in a race with the snow. And of course, George wants to move it as fast as he can. So we're going to see if we can get the walls and the roof in, so the shell and envelope, so the building's tight and weatherproof before the snow. And then during the winter, we'll be able to do some work on the inside. You know, the work will continue. And George estimates that it'll take about 12 months or a year to finish the building. Yeah. So it's really exciting for us to do this. And we welcome everybody who's watching this from afar to, you know, please join in with our excitement and everything that we're doing to make this happen. And, you know, come and look at the hole in the ground. And yeah, we're going to do green building. We're either going to use Rastra or Foswell, which are both green products for the walls, so no more ant problems. And both of these are excellent, you know, green products. And we're going to have geothermal heating, which is also very good for the environment. We want to make a catch system. What do you call it? Water catchment. You know, to save, we have one engineer who had come to a retreat here who has volunteered to do that. So we can save some of the runoff water and
rainwater into cisterns.
Rainwater
catchment
into cisterns. Okay, now I know the vocabulary. You know, so we want to do that. And sometimes green building costs a little bit more, but the idea is then it will last for a really, really long time. And since we're not thinking of up and selling the property anytime, we're here for good, then we want buildings that will last a very long time. And, you know, so that in our next lives, we won't have to do a lot of maintenance. Okay. But we really welcome everybody to come and to look at the website, Friends of Sravasti Abbey, or A Step Towards Peace, and, you know, keep up with what we're doing. We welcome your participation. We're going to be inviting people's generosity during this whole process, because we don't have enough money yet to finish the building, although we have enough money to start. So we will be inviting people's generosity, and we ask you also to please continue to recite Chenrezig's mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, as a way of creating the merit to be able to build the building, you know, and have this building radiate compassion.